IT चैप्टर 2 पार्ट 2। हम अब कंप्यूटिंग से स्टार्ट करते हैं। किसी ने फर्स्ट वीडियो नहीं देखा चैप्टर 2 का तो वो देख सकता है, ऑलरेडी अपलोड हो चुका है। कंप्यूटर साइंस मतलब साइंटिफिक एंड प्रैक्टिकल अप्रोच टू कंप्यूटेशन एंड इट्स एप्लीकेशन, systematic study of feasibility, structure, expression, and mechanization of methodological processes. Computer engineering integrates several fields of electrical engineering and computer science required to develop computer hardware and software. Focuses not only on how computer system works but also how they integrate and work holistic system. Information system क्या होता है? Study of complementary network of hardware and software that enterprises, employees or individuals use to collect, store, process and distribute data. ठीक है, इंफॉर्मेशन सिस्टम है, चैप्टर 4 में भी आता है IS. Aims to support operation, management and decision making. Information technology in the IT. Application of computers and telecommunications to store, retrieve, transmit and manipulate data and for processing of information in enterprises. Study, design, development, application, implementation, support or management of computer-based information system. Software engineering. Primarily the application of engineering to software. Application of systematic discipline, quantifiable approach to design, development, operation and maintenance of software and study of these approaches, which is primarily application of engineering to software. Computing technologies. सबसे पहले हम बात करेंगे इसमें किसकी? Server. A server is a computer or device on a network dedicated to run one or more services to serve the need of the user of other computers on a network. सर्वर कितने प्रकार के हो सकते हैं? पहला फाइल सर्वर है, कंप्यूटर एंड स्टोरेज डिवाइस डेडिकेटेड टू स्टोर फाइल्स. Print server that manages one or more printers. Network server that manages network traffic. Database servers that process database queries. Application server program that handles all application operations between users and enterprise business applications. Web servers, computers that deliver web pages. Mail server, mail servers move and store mail over corporate network. Computing architecture. The computer is based on a fixed hardware platform capable of executing a fixed repertoire of instruments. Computer is based on a fixed hardware platform capable of executing a fixed repertoire of instructions, यानी जो हमें instructions मिल रही है बार बार उसको किस प्रकार से हम डील और हैंडल कर रहे हैं. इंस्ट्रक्शन सेट आर्किटेक्चर, माइक्रो आर्किटेक्चर और सिस्टम डिजाइन, ये 3 प्रकार के आर्किटेक्चर हैं. पहले हम बात करेंगे इंस्ट्रक्शन सेट आर्किटेक्चर की. Instruction set is the set of machine code instruction that the processor can carry out. Instruction set architecture. Instruction set is the set of machine code. Instruction set is the set of machine code instruction that the processor can carry out. The instruction set architecture basically deals with what the chip does. It is a sort of bridge between software and hardware. Instruction set architecture. Instruction set is the set of machine code instruction that the processor can carry out. Instruction set is the set of machine code instruction that the processor can carry out. The instruction set architecture basically deals with what the chip does. It's a sort of bridge between software and hardware. Complex instruction set computer CISC. If the control unit contains a number of microelectronic circuits and to generate a set of control signals and each microcircuitry is executed by a microcode. This design approach is called CISC, complex instruction set computer. If the control unit contains a number of microelectronic circuits to generate a set of control signals and each microcircuit is executed by a microcode. This design approach is called CISC design. CISC processor possesses so many processing features. They are complex as well as expensive to produce. RISC reduced instruction set computer hardwired approach consume less power and are having high performance. RISC processors use simple addressing modes and RIF instruction is of a uniform fixed length to execute each instruction if there is separate electronic circuitry in the control unit, which produces all the necessary signals. This approach of the design of the control section of processor faster, less expensive. Microarchitecture is the term used to describe the resources and methods used to achieve architecture specification. Microarchitecture is the term used to describe the resources and methods used to achieve architecture specification. Describes the data path, data processing elements, and data storage elements, and describes how they should implement ISA to reach the target cost and performance goals. Microarchitecture is the term used to describe the resources and methods used to achieve architecture specification. Microarchitecture is the term used to describe the resources and methods used to achieve architecture specifications. Describe the data path, data processing elements, and data storage elements, and describes how they should implement ISA to reach the target cost and performance goal. System designs. Computer bus is a communication system that transfers data between components inside a computer or between computer. Memory controller is a digital circuit which manages the flow of data going to and from the main memory and can be a separate chip or integrated into another chip. CPU offload mechanism. Direct memory access is a feature of modern computers that allows certain hardware subsystems with a Computer to access system memory independently of the central processing unit. CPU offload mechanism TMA is a feature of modern computers that allows certain hardware subsystems within the computer to access system memory independently of the central processing unit. Multiprocessing: use of two or more CPU within a single computer system to allocate tasks between them. Use of two or more CPU within a single computer system to allocate tasks between them. Hardware virtualization refers to the creation of a virtual machine that acts like a real computer within an operating system. Cloud computing. Cloud computing is the use of various services such as software development platform services, storage, and software over the internet, often referred to as the cloud. Types of cloud. Public cloud. The public cloud is made available to the general public or a large industry group, administered by third parties or vendors over the internet. The public cloud is made available to the general public or a large industry group, administered by third parties or vendors over the internet, and services are offered on pay-per-use basis. Benefits at affordable cost, highly scalable and reliable application. Private cloud. This cloud computing environment resides within the boundaries of an organization and is used exclusively for the organization benefits. Built primarily by IT departments within enterprises, this cloud computing environment resides within the boundaries of an organization and is used exclusively for the organization benefits. Built primarily by IT departments within enterprises, enables an enterprises to manage the infrastructure and have more control. Community cloud, sharing of computing infrastructure in between organizations of same community. Hybrid cloud, it is maintained by both internal and external providers. It is composition of two or more clouds. Cloud computing architecture consideration or components. Front end. Front end of the cloud's computing system. Front end of the cloud computing system comprises a client device or it may be a computer network, and some applications are needed for accessing the cloud computing system. All the cloud computing systems do not give the same interface to users. Web services like email use some existing web browsers such as Firefox, etc. Backend refers to some physical peripheral. The backend is cloud itself, which may encompass various computer machines, data storage systems, and servers. Many companies' data service providers need hundreds of storage devices. Service models of the cloud computing. Infrastructure as a service IaaS. Foundation of cloud services. Provides clients with access to server, hardware, storage, bandwidth, and other fundamental computing resources paid for on a usage basis. Infrastructure as a service Foundation of cloud services provides clients with access to server hardware, storage, bandwidth, and other fundamental computing resources paid for on a usage basis. Provide access to shared resources on need basis without revealing details like location and hardware. Dynamic scaling. Foundation of cloud services provides clients with access to server hardware, storage, bandwidth, and other fundamental computing resources paid for on usage basis. Provide access to shared resources on need basis without revealing details like location and hardware. Software as a service. Complete software offering on the cloud. Users can access a software application hosted by the cloud vendors on pay-per-use basis. Software as a service is a model of software deployment where an application is hosted as a service provided to customers across the internet. By removing the need to install and run an application on a user's own computers, it is seen as a way for businesses to get the same benefit as commercial software with a smaller cost outlay. Platform as a service. It provides clients with access to the basic operating software and optional services to develop and use software applications without the need to buy and manage the underlying computing infrastructure. Platform as a service provides clients with access to the basic operating software and optional services to develop and use software applications without the need to buy and manage the underlying computing infrastructure. For example, Google App Engine. Major drawback of platform as a service is that it may look as into the use of a particular development environment. Network as a service category of cloud services where the capability provided to the cloud service users is to use network transport connecting services. Category of cloud services where the capability provided to the cloud service user is to use network transport connecting services. Network as a service involves optimization of resource allocation by considering network and computing resources as a whole. Communication as a service is an outsourced enterprise communication solution that can be leased from a single vendor. Pay as you go, as needed basis eliminates the large capital investment. Mobile computing. Mobile computing is the use of portable computing devices such as laptop and handheld devices in conjunction with mobile communication technologies to enable users to access the internet and data on their home or work computers from anywhere in the world. Mobile computing is the use of portable computing devices such as laptop and handheld computers in conjunction with mobile communication technologies to enable users to access the internet and data on their home or work computers from anywhere in the world. involves mobile communication, mobile hardware, mobile software. Mobile communication refers to the infrastructure put in place to ensure that seamless and reliable communication goes on. Mobile communication refers to the infrastructure put in place to ensure that seamless and reliable communication goes on. These would include devices such as protocol services, bandwidth, and portals necessary to facilitate and support the stated services. The signals are carried over the air to intended devices that are capable of receiving and sending similar kind of signals. All aspects of wireless communication. Mobile communication refers to the infrastructure put in place to ensure that seamless and reliable communication goes on. These would include devices such as protocols, services, bandwidth, and portals necessary to facilitate and support the stated services. The signals are carried over the air to intended devices that are capable of receiving and sending similar kind of signals, all aspects of wireless communication. Mobile hardware includes mobile devices or device components that receive or access the service of mobility. Mobile devices or mobile components that receive or access the service of mobility range from portable laptop, smartphone, tablet, PC to personal digital assistant. These devices will have receptors that are capable of sharing and receiving signals. Mobile software. Okay,